I'm lounging in a lounge, having big boy discussions. Just making sure my kids ain't gotta resort to hustling. I'm chilling on resorts.
I'm gonna ask questions to try to figure out how you got to where you at, so we can better ourselves. And
I feel you.
And anybody who younger, like who want to start out doing this shit, they can take this game and run with it too. But I know he gonna want to ask questions about what made you start believing in yourself, and like what made you get on that path. So
I feel you. I think one big thing, I've always been like this, bro. Even so, like here's a story, and you might relate to this. Before we started playing basketball together, I was the best one. I would carry the team. I was like, give me the ball, get the fuck out the way. I'm gonna put this bitch up, right? And then Corey came along, and I remember the first time we played, it was a little weird because I was like, damn, I'm not getting the rock as much. Because Corey is nice, you know. Corey is like nice. He got everything. He can lay it up. He can dunk it. He got a jumper. He got range. So like I remember the first time we played was at that gym. I was like, damn, how come I'm not getting the rock like as much right now? What's going on? And then I seen him. I was like, oh yeah, he's nice. He's nice. So I get it. I had to like take a step back. But I've always had that confidence in me. I feel like some people just have that confidence, you know. And like that's one thing. I hate to say I got lucky, right? Like people be like, oh, you got lucky. Like I didn't get lucky. I put a lot of fucking work in, but I did get lucky that I was blessed with confidence. And I feel like some people are just they come blessed with confidence. And I think it comes from like getting small wins though, you know? Like if you get a win, it builds your confidence a little more. Like you get it's like playing basketball. When you shoot the ball, you shoot it with confidence because you've done it so many times. Exactly. You put so many reps in.
Yep.
Like if you were scared to put it up, like last time we played, I was missing a lot. I was still shooting that bitch.
Yeah, because you got the reps up.
Because I got the reps up. I know if it's gonna hit eventually, right?
Exactly. No, I feel the same way. I mean, shit, there isn't a shot I don't feel comfortable shooting because I didn't practice all these shots 1,001 times. Even when the coaches used to tell me, we don't want you shooting these type of shots. Okay, well, fuck you. When this shot when I see this shot,
I got my Kobe tattoo, bro. I got my Kobe tattoo. And one thing I respect for you also, especially like in this entrepreneur space, I feel like a lot of people are like goofy in the entrepreneur space. They're trying to be someone they're not. You know, I love your Instagram names like Detroit Revenue. It's hard. I love that because you're bringing like where you're from into the space. I'm from LA, so I've never tried to change the way I speak, change my tone of voice. I've never tried to censor myself. I've always just I talk the way I talk growing up. So it's like, you know, one thing I realized that about you too. Like you kind of do the same thing, and I love that because you can be successful being whoever you are.
Amen.
Whoever you are.
Fuck yeah, bro. I mean, that's why I continue to like. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Because it's true though. Because I feel like a lot of people, as soon as they become entrepreneurs, they try and be professional. They water themselves down.
Man, bro, like a lot of the people I do business with in my city that I see, like that I respect as OGs is like, bro, like I really don't want to put myself out there in an inauthentic way.
Yeah.
And then go back home, go back around the city and shit, and they like, this nigga, man, honestly.
He changed that. Yeah, it's true though, because like one big thing, one of my first mentors told me this, right? And he was a little like, he wasn't like I don't want to say he was a good business mentor, but like he did teach me a lot about like entrepreneurship because he had made some money. He made like a couple $1 million selling a business. And he was like a street dude. Like he was like his history was he was from like South Central, Los Angeles. And then he like went to the military, got into the medical field because of that, started a surgery center and sold a surgery center. So it's like it's a dude from Los Angeles, South Central, ends up making a couple $1 million. Like the way he would talk to me was really down to earth, and I think that stuck with me.
That's real.
Because I remember I used to like just come to his house to just like mentor or like learn off him. I would always come wearing like a suit, like a dress shirt, a belt, like pants, a tie. And this dude, I remember he was telling me, he's like, listen, no matter what, don't worry about the suit, fuck everything else. You should never feel out of place anywhere. Even if you go to an expensive restaurant, as long as you can afford that motherfucker, you should have no issues. Go how you want to be dressed. Go as you. So like that stuck with me a lot.
Amen. So tell me a little bit about like the beginning. Like how'd you like get on the entrepreneurial path? How old were you when you started, and like what pulled you into it?
Well, I always felt like I wanted to make money. You know, that's like growing up. You always wanted to make money. Yeah. And like I got into like, you know, it's fucked up, and it's a funny story. So I used to like sell drugs, right? I, like. Quote unquote. Let's put
this hustler.
Yeah. This is where it's fucked up. The way we used to do it is we used to get the drugs off of Silk Road, something called Silk Road. And the way that would work is like we would be the supplier to the drug dealers, and you would buy it using Bitcoin.
Interesting.
So at some point, because like that's all Bitcoin was good for. It was like a thing that existed. And I remember we had like, it was something stupid, bro. It was like 60 Bitcoin or something. And we would spend that to get drugs off like the Silk Road to then sell to give to like drug dealers who then would like sell the drugs throughout like a city or like a spot.
That
you know?
is crazy.
And I think about this, I'm like, yo, if I wasn't an idiot, if we just would have like kept that Bitcoin by itself, I'd be fucking like set. I'd be set already. I wouldn't have like, but you don't think about that. I'm like, yo, that's so crazy that at some point I had 60 Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Cause that's how, that's how it used to work back in the day, right? Like all the drug dealers, well, it depends on what kind of drugs, but like, let's say it was Zans, they would get like packs of Zans from like someone selling it on the dark web. And like you would pay for it using Bitcoin. And then they would get all these pounds of like Zans and then give them to drug dealers to then move how they wanted to move it.
Man, I think I seen that shit in a movie.
Yeah.
The fuck's it called? With it's a Bitcoin movie with the black dude. It was a nerdy cat.
Okay.
Man, I can't remember the movie.
Yeah. But that's like
Yeah.
that's like how like I guess to answer your question, like I always wanted to make money.
But that's
Whichever way possible.
so. But like that's kind of like your start of entrepreneurial.
I mean, I don't know.
Ish.
I've always just kind of been like that. So like one little hustle we used to do, I was like 12 years old. It's actually really funny. We used to, so I was 12 years old. We were trying to make money because we wanted to buy bikes.
Right.
You know, we wanted to start a little bike gang. I don't know why it was a cool idea at the time. You're 12, so you're like, hey, it's gonna be hard. We have a bike gang, right? And we went to the mall, and there was like a claw machine, like a giant claw machine, like a person-sized one. And one of my homies was tiny. So like we were like, yo, bro, I'm just gonna lift this. You get inside the claw machine, get all the stuffed animals, and we'll dip. So we bought a backpack. We put him inside the claw machine. He took all of the stuffed animals. Then we dipped, and then we would knock door to door, and just be like, hey, we're trying to buy a pool for the summer. Can you buy one of these stuffed animals? So we literally like made like $300-$400, bro, just selling stuffed animals that we took from the mall, and literally we made enough to like get all of us bikes.
That's dope.
You said that's where it like started?
I mean, that was like, I've always just kind of like had that like,
Yeah, that hustling.
how can I make money, right? And like, unfortunately, because of the situation, the like environment I was in, the circumstances, right?
Where you from?
I'm from Los Angeles, like a suburb in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And I didn't have a dad growing up. My dad left when I was little, so I had a single mom. Obviously, she's always at work. So like, I remember one of our things was always like, just come back when the street lights come on.
Yeah.
I don't know if like that's
Yeah,
I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah, it was like that. It was like that for me back at home too.
Yeah. And keep in mind, like I didn't grow. I hate when people, because everyone tries to act like a thug. I'm not a thug by any means.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I didn't grow up in a place where like people were thugging. Like obviously, there was some like bad. I've been in bad situations, but like it was just lower income. That's the best way to explain it. It was lower income. I had a single mom. She's an immigrant, so she came from the Philippines, and it's in Los Angeles. So you could imagine. So like that's kind of like how I grew up, and I think that shaped my personality. And because of that, like I was making money not necessarily the right way, but it planted the seed.
Definitely.
For
Man, definitely. I mean, shit, I feel you. I mean, bro, like in college, I mean, shit, I sold weed to pay tuition for all 6 years I was in college for undergrad that I didn't.
you were in college for 6 years?
I was in college for 6 years and didn't graduate.
Oh my God, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's terrible.
What how did you like stay in college for that long? Like what was the
I wanted to play pro basketball.
Okay.
Simple as that, man.
That's why you're so fucking good, bro. Damn. I didn't know that. But okay, so you were playing college, you were playing basketball for the college?
Yeah, so I end up catching the case my senior year, right?
Okay.
And like at the time, I mean, this is just a quick little basketball story. Man.
Yeah.
At the time, my school, they was ranked 25 in the country, like top 25 in the country. My point guard went to Michigan State. He went on to play with Draymond Green that year at Michigan State and went to the state like Sweet 16 the following year. We had 10 seniors. All of us went to the state championship. All of us went on to play college basketball. Right after high school, I ended up sitting down for a few months in the county. And then the day I got out, my college coach ended up calling me. I got out at 7 in the morning. He called me at 8 in the morning. Coach Grew. And he was like, shit, bro, I know you on 6 Mile right now. You want to stay in the hood or you want to come try to hoop?
Yeah.
And so shit, I ended up going down there for a workout, and he liked me. And then he ended up getting a hotel room for me to stay out there, so I didn't have to go back to the city. And he enrolled me in classes, and shit, I started playing. Like, I mean, at that point moving forward, I took basketball very serious because I looked at it as like a new. But yeah, man. But shit, like outside of those first 2 years, I had tuition due every single year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you had to find out a way.
Yeah, I mean, so shit, bro. And there was a couple bands every year. And my parents wasn't paying that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, like, dog, like, and I used to think, like, I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's like a business shit, but,
Right.
No,
bro, but I think these stories are important. Because here's the truth. Like, this is so big to me, dude. So big to me. Business shit is cool. Mm-hmm. There are 100, not even 100, 1,000 other motherfuckers out there that are saying business shit. Yeah. But these stories are important because thing is, if people want to learn business shit, they're going to learn business shit.
Right.
But they're not necessarily going to relate to a dude named Chad that like went to Ivy League and he's like, well, you should do this. And like, this is why I became an entrepreneur. Cause like they look at him, they're kind of like, he already has, he has a step up. He was built to succeed. He was put in a position to succeed. Right. And I know for me, the reason I love sharing my story and I share it so much is because like there's people that came from situations like me, maybe worse, maybe better, but like they see it and they're like, okay, if he could do it, I can do it. So that's why, like, bro, share the story because I think it's dope. When you talk about it, I'm like, okay, that's hard. I was gonna go more into that. What you catch a case for? If you're allowed to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, then
Just
let's not talk about it.
Yeah, but I mean, but shit, but I was on felony probation for 3 fucking years, and my felonies kept popping up every time I would get a job. Mm-hmm. They did a background check, so I get fired. So I had to hustle to pay. Yeah. Shit, right? So while I didn't have to pay for tuition, I still had rent. I still had my car. Right. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. And so, I mean, shit, bro, I started selling weed, like, to everybody on campus. And, I was setting, I mean, like, and there was a couple kids who thought that I didn't like. Yeah. I set up and, some of their things came up missing, and that turned into rent for some of, my teammates, Yeah. But, I mean, like, shit, I guess that was kind of like the start of, like, making money and like trying to put people in a position to get paid from it. Because I mean, like really, it was really about survival. I mean, dog, like we were like 8 of us crammed into this apartment in Port Huron. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, like, it was only me and my homie Dennis at the time who was actually playing on the team, but they all had big hearts for their families and friends. And so, they looked out, got people, got people enrolled in school, and shit was just trying to help them pay bills, and no one could figure it out. So this is the only way I saw. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but shit, I mean,
so that's the thing, right? Yeah. Like, it's not necessarily your fault. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I've done, one thing I learned like along the way, and I heard something that like really spoke to me, right? It's like, in the beginning, it was like, I'm gonna get this money, it doesn't matter how I do it. Mm-hmm. But then another one of my mentors, one of my business partners now, he said like, listen, shady business always breeds shady results.
Amen. So like, I mean, like, and that brings me, I'm glad you said that. Cause like what really got me hardcore in this space is like, I really believe that the way you make your money influences your spirit.
100%. 100%. Because here's the thing, if you're making money, this is why I see a lot of people like scammers and shit. I have friends that are like scammers. I don't want to call them my friends, but I know guys that are scammers. And I'm like, I don't know how you sleep at night, bro. Because that's heavy on your shoulders. If you're fucking people over, that's so heavy on your shoulders. So it's like when you're able to make your money ethically, you're helping someone. Because like ultimately, if you help someone, if you own an agency, you help somebody out, you make money off of it.
Of course.
It feels good.
Yeah, it does. I mean, like, and then like specifically in Detroit, like the thing that made me feel the best about it is when you're scaling these small businesses, they have to keep their employees working more hours. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So now there's more money that they're able to pay their employees, and that's keeping guys out the streets, and you put money in people's families.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So like the bigger you grow someone's business, the more employees they have to hire. And like really inspired me to get on path of this entrepreneurship and really like stray me off of basketball because, man, I was training hard like 3 times a day. All I knew was selling weed and playing basketball.
Yeah.
Like all the way up until 2016. And I met this guy named Art Cartwright. He ended up turning to be like my #1 business mentor like back in Detroit. I don't know any other person who's made more black millionaires than him, you know, and he put in my mind like, you know, like our community would change if between the ages of 18 and 30, you hired ex-cons, like 1,000 of them that are black men, and you were able to pay them anywhere between 15 and 20 an hour. You would decrease the crime rate in Detroit by 70%. And the only way that would happen is if there's more entrepreneurs to create jobs for these people.
Facts.
And so like that vision gave me like, I'm like, fuck, like, you know, like that's the best way I can serve. Like the only reason I wanted to play, I went so hard with basketball because I didn't know no other way to make money, like real money.
Yeah, I feel
you know what I'm saying? Because like it's a different time period now. I mean, we got access to the internet.
Yeah.
We can go on YouTube and learn from people. Like there's guys like us putting out content. When I was in high school, it wasn't guys like us putting out content. You know what I'm saying?
There was, but it's very little.
Yeah,
Very little, yeah.
Very well. I wasn't aware of them.
And what it is too, bro, it's because this is a big problem I think about like a lot because it's near and dear to my heart. Like minorities getting out of like a system because ultimately the system is built for minorities to fail. Yeah. That's facts. And I'll tell you that, like, I'm not even black, but I'll tell you that because I grew up in, like, there's a meme about, like, the neighborhood I grew up in, and I'll show you after. It's so funny. It's, like, because it's, like, 4 different neighborhoods in the same area. And it's, like, one's Asian people. There's one where it's, like, vatos and, like, cholos. There's one where it's, like, black people, and it was the neighborhood I grew up in. And then there's, like, another, like, neighborhood. But it's just near and dear to my heart because I see how the system is built for people to fail.
Yeah.
You know, it's meant to keep you trapped in there.
Yeah,
and, And luckily, I was just around good enough people to like get out. You know, my mom included. She was like she's an immigrant, but like my mom's traditional Asian, so she's like money and like she like very like penny pinching, but like she taught me stuff like that. Like where I grew up, there's lots of like check the cash places. She's like, don't ever go into one of these places. These check the cash places. Don't ever go into one of these pawn shops. They rip you off. They take your money. So like. It was just so big to me, like that stuff. And I think the biggest part of that is it starts with education, bro. You have to teach like these minority groups how to get out. You have to teach them like, hey, this is why you shouldn't do this. This is why, because ultimately like the system is built for you to fail. Yeah. You're built to go to a fucking, that's what next to every single liquor store is like a check the cash place.
Man, fuck.
Because you get your paycheck, you go to a check the cash place, you spend your money on like liquor or cigarettes. And, like, it's just a cycle, right? You're putting it back into the system. It's like, it's legalized fucking slavery. It sounds crazy, but it's true.
No, but it is, though, man. It is. I mean, it's fucked up. I mean, I saw that. I saw it firsthand when I was literally trapped in the system, bro. Like, dog, like, I don't want to talk a whole lot about the details of, like, what happened, but, like, I will say this, and I've never said this before. And, I'm just now getting to a point where I even feel comfortable talking about it, you know? But, like, the police lied in my police report, you know? Like, they said some shit went down that didn't go down. Yeah. And they used that lie to, like, give to the prosecutor for them to push charges on me. You know what I'm saying? And the prosecutor knew that this shit was bullshit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because, like, I mean, like I said, for 3 years, bro, like, I couldn't really lead a state.
How old were you when this happened?
I was 17.
Okay.
So
they
like
prosecuted as an adult.
Okay. So like at 17, I'm in medium maximum security with like murderers and like real like dog, like I was
a place you didn't belong.
Like bro, like I was in the tank with a guy who had just killed his wife 2 nights before. He set her on fire.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
And there's no reason I should have been there.
And the fucked up part, right? Like thankfully your situation didn't end up like that. Yeah. But as soon as you put someone in there, it breaks their spirit. Yeah. You're a 17-year-old kid, right? You get shoved into maximum security with like people that belong there. When you don't belong there, right? It breaks your spirit, bro. You could have came out and never been the same again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, so like when I got that scholarship, they let me off early. Yeah. And it's crazy because she ended up breaking down to me and crying to me in her office, and she apologized. Oh. You know? The prosecutor. I'm not gonna say her name. Yeah. But like, you know, she ended up calling me in her office. she signed those papers. She broke down and she cried and she apologized in Livingston County. I'll never forget this shit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and in my mind, it's like, you know, like you crying for what? Like you acting like I'm this big change. Like I just turned my life around and I've been this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How did you feel when you got arrested? Because I can imagine you're a young kid. Like,
I didn't.
Were you scared? Were you angry? Did you cry? Like,
I didn't understand what the fuck.
Okay.
I didn't understand really everything that happened to me until I got older and I started learning other stories.
Got you.
You know?
Yeah.
And like, and bro, like here, like in America, like bro, like everybody would get. I don't know, bro. I don't want to get too deep into it. I mean, cause like
conversations we had, bro. Cause I remember, so I got arrested one time. I cried like I was like 14 years old, bro. It was me and my 3 boys, and what we did is, I was like 13, 14. We smashed some dudes' windows. Like it was just the wrong place, wrong time. Like we were doing ding dong ditch, and this one guy, you know how the kids do that. It's just fun. One guy was just taking it way too seriously. So like, I think
one of your guys or one of the
one of the people we were ding dong ditching. So it was me and my boys, and then he called my boy the N word. So then like it was like a white guy, and I remember like I'm not even black, so that's the thing. But like once they say it to your boys, like you start jumping. You're like, what? So then like we took it way too serious. He had an orange tree in his front yard. We took it out, smashed his windows, and then he called the cops.
How old were you?
I was like 13, 14. Yeah, and then literally, cops like get us, and they handcuff us. They put us on the thing. And keep in mind, I've never experienced this in my life. I'm not a thug by any means. So like being on the sidewalk with handcuffed and like they ask you questions like, what's your name? And I'm like, Rene. What do your friends call you? And I'm like I didn't know about gang names or nothing like that. So I was like, what do you mean? What do my friends call me? I'm like, Rene. And like it was hard because like my boys were there. It was like the 3 of us like this. And I'm sitting there handcuffed on the sidewalk. And I'm like tearing up. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't belong here, right? But I was trying to act hard because I was like, I'm not a bitch. I'm not gonna cry. So I'm there like tearing up, and like all my boys are like I'm like, yo, and that's when I realized like I shouldn't be here. I don't belong here. I'm not a thug like them. Like they're
man, the crazy part. I don't mean to cut you off, dog.
Yeah.
That shit just got me thinking because it's like, bro, like I've been, and like I don't consider myself like a thug at all. I'm not a tough guy at all, like at all. You know?
You're reserved. I've never seen you like even when we play basketball. I feel like I've gotten angrier than you.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
basketball might be the only time I get angry.
But like even then, I don't see you get angry. You know?
Yeah. So like I've been detained more times than I can count. Like in Michigan, you know.
Interesting.
Like I've been put in cuffs, put in cop cars, like dog, like all my information ran just to be let the fuck go and nothing ever happened. More times than I can count.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been stopped and detained because I fit the description of crimes and shit.
Yeah.
Like multiple times. You know? I mean, shit, like, bro, like, I don't know, like this. I mean, it also really inspires me to like go hard and get this money because they really can't. Like, they can still fuck with you, but it's shit you can do when you got some bread behind you. Like, you can pay for some lures and you can stand up for yourself.
Yeah. No, I think ultimately, like it's always gonna happen, right? Like it's the world we live in.
Right.
But like the way out is like you gotta build something so you can get out. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Cause that shit'll never happen to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
That shit'll never happen to Jay-Z.
Nah, he outgrew that.
You don't know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he outgrew that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, so how what was the first business that you like started and scaled to 6 figures?
Social media agency.
Yeah.
100% social media agency. So like I got my start. I was working for Tai Lopez. I was doing marketing for him, like in his marketing department. And then like a lot of people are like, why don't you just do it for yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you're doing it for someone else, a lot of people have these jobs in marketing. Like, dang, if you could do it, why don't you do it for yourself? And I tell people all the time, if you're someone that belongs in a job, some people need a job. They like the safety. They don't like when you have a business, you don't know where your next paycheck is coming from.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a job, you're like, oh, it's gonna be here on the 1st and the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get my check, and it's cool. You feel safe, great, good for you. I was not that type of person.
I feel you.
I didn't like that at all. So I was kind of like, all right, let me find a way to like side hustle this.
So what skill, like what were you doing for Tai Lopez prior to starting your agency?
Everything, bro. Building funnels, Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads. So
How'd
like
you make that transition between what we were just talking about to that point? Like
so
gap in between?
yeah. So around like high school is when I started like kind of getting my act together, right? Like my mom moved me cities. She moved me to a different high school because I was getting into a lot of trouble. So I went to like a different high school in a different city. And this high school was like a little like chiller. Like it wasn't like the kids there were smart. You know, I was the idiot in that high school. So I was there, and like because I'm in a better environment, it like allowed me to grow into a different person. You know, and then from there, like I was supposed to go to college and do this like engineering thing. I tried that. That shit was too hard. So I went for 2 weeks, quit. I was like washing dishes at a Chinese restaurant for a minute, and I seen like a dude with a suit come in. I thought he was rich. So I was like, yo, you rich? Like, how do I make money? You know, how do like, you know how like guys are like, hey bro, you gotta put me on. How do I get out of here? So I'm washing dishes and I talked to this guy, and like it was a car sales guy. So literally I get into car sales, and then from car sales, I kind of work my way up there. I become like one of the top guys selling cars. Then eventually I applied to do sales for Tai Lopez. And eventually like I got my foot in the door doing sales for Tai Lopez, and then moved into marketing. And then
So did they show you all the skill sets like Facebook ads, building funnels, all that stuff?
yeah, well they give me access to all his courses. So it's like once I got a job there, they're like, hey, here's all the courses.
You just self-taught yourself.
And then from there, like I'm there already. I'm like, I have all this for free. Why wouldn't I learn how this? Because I see when you see it, it's different,
yeah, it's fucking
right?
crazy.
Because like when you're coming out of somewhere, you're like, okay, like that's great. I see all this on the internet, but like it's cap. There's no way that's true. People love like even with me, people see my life now and they're like, that's fake. You're a scammer. That's an Airbnb. You live in an Airbnb, and I'm like,
he actually lives there.
yeah. So it's like people will like. They just think it's fake when they see it on the internet. I was the same way. I was kind of like, this guy's sketchy. And I'm like, no, this motherfucker's actually rich. So, I see the Lamborghinis. I'm like, this is real. I'm touching it. So I get access to the courses. I'm like, let me figure out how he's doing this.
Yeah.
And then I start putting myself on game. I learned the marketing stuff. And then they knew I learned the marketing stuff. They're like, come to marketing. So I went to marketing, was doing it for Tai, got really good experience. And then I was like, I'm going to start my own agency. And that's when I did that. And
so what did you? That's fucking sick. So what year was that when you started going through all the online courses?
2017.
2017.
Well, it's 2022. I've been in the game for a long time. I see a lot of kids coming up now. I'm like,
Oh jeez.
yo, I've been here for a minute, bro. Been here for a minute. It's not like it's not new.
That's crazy, man. 2017, man. That was like my rookie year with this shit. That's like when I got my first client to pay me $1,000.
Okay.
Literally.
Yeah.
I had no fucking idea how to. It
do
was a lawyer. So I go. It's crazy. I go door to door in Detroit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get my first client to pay me, or no, I didn't get him to pay me. I get my first client to allow me to start working for him.
Okay.
All right. I'm like, shit. You know, I do everything that they taught in the program.
Mm-hmm.
Here's, you know, contract. Give me $1,000. Let me execute these services. But this guy wasn't a fucking idiot. He could tell that. Okay, you know a little something, but nigga, you ain't about to make me my money back. But I fuck with you, so I'm gonna let you run my ads for me.
Uh-huh.
And he ain't paid me afterwards, right? But like I wasn't tripping because like I had results,
Yeah.
like that I can pitch other businesses.
Facts.
So like I print those results off that I got in Detroit, and I say fuck Detroit, and I go to Adrian, Michigan. Now this is where I sold a lot of weed in Adrian, Michigan during this time period to keep myself afloat, right? But like in the midst of that, I go door to door and I'll go door to door to every single small business in that small town, right, with these flyers.
Yeah.
And the first person, only person actually to pay me $1,000 up front was his lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I go to him, I'm like, you know, I'll make you some more money, leverage social media, internet marketing. Here's my flyer, you know, let's set up an appointment.
Right.
All right. I came back, I closed the motherfucker for $1,000. And I remember getting that check and getting back home and being like, fuck yeah. And I'm like, what do I do now?
Well, bro,
that's when the real work started.
that puts self-belief in you though.
Yeah.
As soon as you figure out like, cause this life shit, the way I look at it is a game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, as soon as you figure out you can play this game, as soon as you figure out you can get a bucket, right? Yeah. Like metaphorically, you got this $1,000 check. You're like,
sure.
What's stopping me from doing this 10 times, 20 times, 100 times?
I feel I didn't know how to bring anybody results.
Okay.
But like so with all right, so how did you start to acquire clients? Well, like did you learn how to acquire clients obviously working with Tai?
Well, like this is one thing, like something cool about my life, and this could be just God's plan. Mm-hmm. It was almost like the perfect storm of shit happening. it's like I learned marketing. It's like the hardest part is acquiring clients, but I'm a fucking salesperson, like originally.
Right.
You know, so I'm a salesperson that knows how to deliver the services.
Right.
So I would literally just set up meetings with everyone, and like, I was just like a slick talker. Literally, I own slicktalker.com. So if you go there, just redirect to my website. But I was just a slick talker, so I was landing all of these clients, right? And I think I at some point I had like 9 clients paying me like $3,000 a month.
That's dope. So like, how were you getting, like, how were you finding these people?
So a lot of it was through referrals, word of mouth. But also I was literally just going, and if I would see an ad pop up on like social media for like an e-commerce company, a lot of these people running ads, like back in 2017, 2018 at least, Facebook was new.
Yeah.
So if you see like promoted posts, like back then it was like promoted post. Cause I remember I was sponsoring my own ads and people be like, hey, yo, how are you promoted? Like Instagram's promoting you? Like they didn't realize how it worked.
Yeah.
Cause now it's like you see it's like, oh, it's an ad.
Right.
Back in the day it said promoted posts. So like I would see a lot of stuff pop up. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna hit them up. Like, hey, I saw you were doing this, blah, blah, blah. Like, let's set up a meeting. And then like so all day I would just scroll on Instagram and I would just make a list of like 50 people. I was like, okay, all these people are running ads. Let me hit them up. Because those are the easiest clients to blow up, the ones that already have money for ads. And they know about it. So they're like curious because they're thinking about it already. They're like, ooh, if I promote this post. So my pitch was kind of like, yo, I saw you promoting a post. I did like an audit. Like I looked at your website. It looks good. But your website doesn't have a Facebook pixel. But you're promoting a post. Like you're just wasting money. And
how would you know if they didn't have a Facebook pixel?
There's a Facebook Pixel Helper, and it was like something that it's like a little add-on to your browser, and literally it would just tell you if there's a pixel on there or not.
Oh, that's cold.
Yeah.
Yes,
I have it. It's the Chrome extension.
Yeah.
You for sure
I mean, shit, because that's an easy win, bro. You don't have your pixel installed, but you're running ads. Like, what the fuck are you doing,
Bro, exactly. So like I would literally see this so many times, and I would hit people with that, and they're like, oh, and because they're spending money already, I was like, listen. Whatever you spend, I'll spend the same thing and get you better results.
How were you getting meetings with them? Like, would you email them?
I would email them. I would see the ad. I would click it. I would like check like what they were doing, right? And I would just email them. Email them, call them. I would just blow them up. Because like you have to bug people, bro, with sales. Even with car sales. If someone didn't buy a car, I have your email, your phone number. I'm going to call you every day for the next week. I'm going to text you. I'm going to call you. I'm going to like, everything. Everything, because like here, and this is something I learned in sales. People are gonna buy something. If they're there looking for a car, they're gonna buy it. But the question isn't like if they're gonna buy it, or they're gonna buy it from you or someone else.
Yeah.
So you got to be the one to get them.
Right.
So I saw that same thing with clients, like all these social media clients. It's like there's me, Corey, 6 other dudes that are like trying to reach out to them. I'm gonna be the one that gets you. You know, I'm gonna be the one like, and that's my approach in life. Right, and I think it works with everything: clients, deals, fucking women, like everything. Literally, you do anything. If you take the mindset of like, all these people are trying to get you, but I'm gonna be the one to land you, to close you, to sell you. That's how you get the clients. You gotta be relentless with that shit.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's dope. So shit, like, what do you think was like some of the key things to help you scale your agency from 6 figures to 7 figures?
So what I started doing was I started taking a rev share. You want to get a piece of the pie. Cause like it's dope, right, to get $1,000 a month. But like it doesn't incentivize you to get results, to do better. Right. So like let's say you have 10 clients giving you $1,000 a month, but you're making them $100,000 a month. Like that's dope, and you're like, cool, I'm making $10,000 a month. Yeah, but you're not doing anything. Right. So you tell them like, yo, I have to start taking a percentage. You're making way too much money. And then like the way you sell it is kind of like, if you win, I win. You know, if you win, I win. So I'm gonna want to make you $200,000 a month if I'm getting 20% of it, because then I'll make $20,000 a month. Exactly. And that's how you really start like making the big bucks. Because if I'm making $30,000 a month just retainers, and then I'm getting 20% of everything else like we actually get.
So you just figuring out different ways to scale the clients that you already have.
Yeah, like make more money, right? Because like you could charge them more money, which is great, but eventually they're gonna be like, why are you charging me more? Right. Whereas like a percentage, it's like, oh, so I don't pay you unless I make money? And you're like, yeah. It's easy for them to see that. Yeah. Right.
So like now like are you charging them monthly retainer plus percentage, or are you going like one-time fee and then you working off it?
So in the beginning it was monthly retainer plus percentage. And then so now I don't even have the agency. I have clients that I've worked with that are like grandfathered in, but I'm focused on building brands now. Because that's how you get like these big exits, these big My mind is on $100 million now.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so what you talking about? Like building up like a Shopify brand and selling it or some shit like that?
Yeah, just brands in general. So like, I guess my story was it went from having an agency and scaling these clients, and I was doing different deals. It was like we'll do a 10K setup fee, 90-day contract, and then after that's just like freaking 20% rev share, right? Like that was like a deal that we were structuring like late into the agency.
So like completely switching over to commission.
Yeah.
After
After
the 90
the 90 days.
Right.
Well, after it starts with the 90 days, but it's a 90-day contract where they have to give us 90 days to get results.
Yeah, but you collecting that 10K up front, so that's straight.
Yeah, so we collect the 10K up front, and then we
Right.
start like working. And then eventually, even that, I was like, fuck, like this is a grind, bro. To get clients to do this, like it's not something I could automate. And then I thought about it. I was like, if I wanted to sell my agency, how much am I really gonna get for it?
Right.
You know, how much am I gonna get from my marketing agency that's named after me? It's hard to sell that. So I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna start building my own brands. Cause I already knew how to do it. I had some bread, I had some money saved up. I could afford to like do it. I was like, let me start my own brands. And that's kind of like what I do now. So now I start my own brands. I own my own brands. And we got the site set on like 100 million, bro. We're gonna try and build one of these up, sell it, fucking.
I mean, so like when you say brands, like I mean, like tell me like what kind of brands? Like I mean,
So-
like you know, I mean, like I mean, you don't have to obviously like say it like
No,
exactly
I'll
what,
say
you
it.
know
I'll
what I'm
say it.
saying?
I'll say it. So it's so big. Like I hate the space because everyone's like, you're a scammer. And it's like, dog, my brands are in my bio.
People
So
call you a scammer
all the fucking time. Because they see it and they're like, yeah, it's like, oh, like how you gonna make money? Or there's no way you're making money. You're young, and people judge the book by its cover, right? I guarantee you start going hard on social media and like posting a lot, people are gonna call you a scammer. You know why? You're a black guy. You got a little twist. Like, oh, he's
You
a
already
scammer.
know.
There's no way you're rich. You're a scammer because you're black. You got twisted hair.
That's facts.
I'm fucking. I have tattoos all over my body. I got long hair. People see me. They're like, you're a scammer. Scammer. There's no other way. There's no way you're a businessman.
Right.
And it's like, I put my brands in my bio. So I have Unlimited, my supplement company. There's So Right, which we've been building for a long time. So that's a massage tool company. It's done like freaking $20-30 million in revenue. So
That's dope.
it's like, and all of these.
So wait, this brand that the one that you just mentioned, has already done 20-30 million in revenue?
Yeah.
You a bad motherfucker.
Is
So
there
it's like,
anything you would suggest to people like that comes regardless? Like, oh, look at him, you know, it's not real. I'm judging by the cover, right? Like, is there something that people can do to
Nah.
break through that, or you
Nah.
just have to take it?
Because look at Gary Vee. Gary Vee, bro. He owns like a well-known marketing agency. It's like they've probably done billions of dollars in revenue, right? Like for their clients. They fucking work with, they do Super Bowl commercials.
Yeah.
Gary Vee's agency literally does Super Bowl commercials. People still call him a scammer.
Okay.
Ain't no way around it, bro. If you're trying to like, people, have you heard of like the crabs in a bucket mentality?
Fuck yeah, I've heard of the crabs in the bucket, man.
Crabs in a bucket mentality. People think that like, people will never believe that you can get out, right? And they'll always try and bring you down. Like crabs in a bucket, I guess where it comes from for everyone that's going to be listening to this. Crabs, if they helped each other out, they can make it out of a bucket. If you have a bucket of crabs, crabs can crawl out of the bucket if they just helped each other out. The reason crabs never get out is because as soon as a crab makes it to the top, it gets pulled down by all the other crabs. And because of that, they all stay inside the bucket, right? Let's say the bucket is the system. So if someone's trying to make it out of the system, people are trying to pull them back down. They don't want to see you win.
Right.
They don't want to see you win without them at least, right? People want you to win until they see you winning. Or people want you to do good until they see you doing better than them.
Yeah, man.
So when people see someone being successful at a young age, they're going to hate on you no matter what, bro.
Yeah.
No matter what.
What would you suggest for people? Because you said something.
I love this.
like,
We got him fired up. Like he was quiet in the beginning and now he's jumping in. No, talk, bro. Go for it. I love it.
Like that transition to focusing on scaling brands. Like people who maybe run an agency and they sort of see the same thing. Like, how am I going to exit this? Whatever.
Mhm.
Right? What, from your opinion, your perspective, what should that transition look like for somebody who runs an agency? Now they want to focus on brands more, right? They still run their agency, but they want to scale the brand.
Have resources so you can be comfortable. Right? Like stack some bread so you can be comfortable. Because what's going to happen, soon as you start like neglecting your agency to start focusing on a brand, because ultimately as an entrepreneur, you're the creator. So wherever your energy is gonna go, that's what's gonna grow. That's what's gonna flourish. Yeah. So wherever you put your energy, that's what's gonna grow. If you start neglecting your agency, start focusing on a brand, you might lose some clients.
Right.
You might lose some money, right? But if you don't have your finances right, if you have no bread stacked up, you're gonna start panicking. You're like, oh fuck. Now you're like neglecting the brand to go back to the agency. Then you're like going back to the brand because agencies go. Yeah, exactly. Right. It's like juggling 2 girlfriends, bro. Like none of them are gonna be happy. You know. So
unless you give them both the proper time.
So what should that like? That'll come up. You start neglecting the agency to focus on brand, but like, what is there a way from your perspective going through the process where you can dial in both? Or
when I have, so if you have systems in place, you can definitely dial in both. But I can tell you now, the agency barely makes any money. The agency right now for me is not a money maker. I'll probably make a couple grand every month, like 5 to 10 grand a month on the agency, just because it's clients that are grandfathered in.
right.
Yeah.
We're kind of just working with them. We're doing our thing, but we're not really like, hey, let's take your business to the next level.
Right. I mean, like these are people that you just had relationships with, you've been working with for a long time,
Yeah.
and they're not going to go anywhere. So
Yeah.
we're just going to keep you guys working.
Yeah.
We just go keep this how it is.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I feel
'Cause
that.
I almost contemplated like closing the agency, but I'm like, fuck, it's like 5, 10 grand. I don't do nothing. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it. And for this supplement company that I just launched last year, we're probably worth, I want to say the company's probably worth close to $1 million already.
Well, I mean, shit, is that the company that you said you were going to try to, like, I remember following you last year, and then you had launched a new brand talking about, I'm about to make $1 million in 90 days.
Yeah,
Some shit like that.
yeah.
Is this the same
That's
one?
the supplement company.
That's lit.
So I launched that 90 days. We failed. I think after 90 days, I got the company evaluated at like 250 grand. And I was like, this is lit. We didn't hit $1 million, whatever. That company, I still haven't taken money out of it. I'm reinvesting everything because I want, like, the only way those companies grow fast is if you keep putting money into it. Keep putting money into it. And I'm not going to sell equity. So I'm just, everything we're making, we're putting it back into infrastructure, into like building the business, into like having the materials so that we don't have to rely on anybody else. We have the entire operation, you know? That's the one I want to sell for $100 million. I think I could do it. I'm going to pull that shit off before I'm 30.
How old are you right
you
now?
just said it.
26.
26. You got
I'm putting that shit into the universe. And I'm going to look back on, I'm dropping a bunch of videos on this too. Do a little press run. And then literally, as soon as it happens, I'm going to look back and be like, told you motherfuckers.
You should have a compilation of every time you said that shit.
Call me. Yeah. So,
What, for someone, let's even just say hypothetically, they're going through that transition, right? Like if you could paint checkpoints, you've obviously scaled your brands, obviously. What should be like where those main focuses are going? Like what you're putting time, energy, money into in the beginning, getting a brand to take off.
as far as building a brand,
Yeah.
I guess the first thing is like the groundwork, right?
Yeah.
The groundwork would be the branding, what your brand stands for, what like the messaging is.
What is it?
Yeah, what like all that stuff. And it's gonna be different for everyone. Like I like his branding, the Detroit revenue. That's hard. Guarantee you could be one of the biggest entrepreneurs in Detroit.
I mean,
because of that.
You know, I got the name from like watching one of Tai Lopez's first videos with like naming your company. He's like, you want to like explain who you are in like one sentence.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, shit, I'm from Detroit and I generate revenue.
Fuck it.
Yeah, leverage it, digital marketing. So Detroit revenue, I'm from Detroit and I generate revenue.
Fire.
So, yeah.
Fire. So I think the first thing you want to do whenever you're starting a brand is have that messaging down. Who are you? What do you stand for? The second thing is like knowing who your audience is going to be, right? Like what are the type of people you're going to be selling to? Because then like, do they align with your brand? I be seeing people and they like start a brand, right? Let's say my brand is, I don't know, Polo, Ralph Lauren, right? I know who my audience is going to be. It's not going to be like the kids that like Bape or like the kids that like Supreme. 2 different audiences. So I'm not going to market to those people. So like your branding has to be congruent with like your audience. So like knowing all that is the first thing. And then having a good product. Like, are these people going to like it?
Yeah.
So you got to test it. Are people selling it already? Like, does it exist? If it exists already, you know there's money there to be made.
I think I see you doing like some low ticket like informational offers.
Yeah. So that's just the personal brand.
Yeah.
That's like for me.
So like tell me, I mean, you was talking a little bit about the beginning of growing your personal brand. How long you been working on it?
Personal brand wise?
Yeah.
So my personal brand started like, I don't even know when it started because technically I've had Instagram since like 2013, right? And I don't delete nothing, so it's all on there. But it started really growing because I was 23 years old. I made $1 million when I was 23. It's like, what does every 23-year-old do? I'm gonna ask you guys. If you were 23 years old, you just made $1 million. What's the first thing you do?
Well, I'd have been going nuts. I mean, like, bro, bro, I'd have been in the club. I'd have been, nigga. I'd have been. Bro, I'd have been doing the same shit.
So, like, yeah, literally. First thing I do.
If I'm 23, I can't even lie to you.
First thing I do everything in my power to just get laid as much as I can. I get a bunch of girls. I like book them flights. I'm like, let's go here. I start booking these girls flights. I upgrade it. I get like a nice car. I get a couple cribs. Like I was like living. Yeah. The first $1 million I made, I didn't invest none of it. I spent all of it.
Wait, was it $1 million in like that year?
Yeah.
Okay.
I made $1 million in the year, and people don't believe me. So like, I have the tax return that has the $1 million on it, or it's like it's off by like 20 grand, but like I had another.
$1
Yeah, it was like 975 or something.
Yeah, but you probably had like a couple other things floating.
Yeah. I made 20 grand somewhere else. So like, literally, $1 million in 2018. I think this is 2019.
Damn. So a year after launching your agency, that's fucking lit.
2019, it was $1 million. Blew all of it. It was all gone. I was like, fuck. I looked at it. I was like, yo. And it's just on traveling girls. But like one good thing that I got out of it, like it started building it. Cause I think beginning of that year I had like 2,000 followers, 3,000 followers. End of that year I was like at 30,000, 20 or 30,000.
So it helped with like the eyeball.
Yeah. So like that's how it started.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you got like 28,000 fucking followers throughout that year. So I mean, did you really blow it, bro? You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, you kind of invested.
I invested into the brand. You feel me?
Yeah.
Looking back at that year, like that $1 million, what was? You don't have to go too in deep, but evaluating, what were you doing to generate? Like, where did that money come from? Was it just agency? Did you have like sides?
It was just agency, rev share. I started getting into Amazon, so it was like agency, rev share, and like Amazon. Like I did Amazon, so I had a bunch of inventory and I was selling on Amazon.
Oh, like your brand.
Not my brand.
Oh, it's like
it was just like no, not even for a client. It was just like one of those Amazon stores that I had.
Was you drop shipping or was it FBA?
I was drop shipping at first, and I was like, man, fuck this. This is a scam.
Yeah, because the margins aren't shit.
It's a big ass scam. So I was like, fuck this, and I did something else, and I did FBA. But it was like that first year, it was just all through agency, rev shares, mostly all of it, agency and rev shares, and. This is before I sold. Like I didn't have any really other sources of income.
Wait, hang on. Isn't agency and rev shares the same thing?
Yeah, same thing, but it's like the agency recurring.
You got you.
Retainers and then the rev
share from
shares.
Okay, got you.
So like I think that year the agency did like $400,000 in retainers and then $600,000 in rev shares.
Oh, that's sick.
That's crazy. What would you suggest to people to? Because there's obviously going to be a lot of different viewers.
Yeah.
What would you suggest for people to hold more money? Like maybe it was something for you that helped with a mental switch. Like the year you made $1 million and didn't invest as you would now, right? What would be something you would suggest to people to have that discipline in place, save more money, invest more money?
Well, it's hard. Like that's tough, right? Like I think it's the AI Allen Iverson thing. Like AI made a bunch of money, blew all of it. Mm-hmm. Mike Tyson made a bunch of money, blew all of it. Yeah. When you come from a place where like you don't have it like that, as soon as you get it, you want to blow it. You want to blow through it. Doesn't matter how much it is, you're going to blow through it. What I would suggest, I mean, first things first, our boy Jordan, we both know a guy, Jordan. I don't know if you know Jordan. Yeah. I look up to this guy. This guy is like literally tame guy, nice guy. He saves his money, he spends his money correctly. Had I done that, I would have been like light years ahead of where I'm at right now. But because I was an idiot, right, I blew all my money. I don't blame myself because it's like, it's partly just how I was like raised. But I think advice for people to hold their money, just realize it's not worth it. It's easy to say though, right? Because like you could be like, motherfucker, it is worth it. Like I seen your life, it looked fun. You just say it's like rich people will be like, oh, money isn't everything.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, but how do you know until you're rich?
Right.
You don't. So it's easy for me to be like, invest your money, be smart. Trust me, it's not worth it. But then people, as soon as they get the money, they're like,
nah, bro.
I want to see for myself.
Nah, bro. Right. I feel you, bro. Shit, man. Me and my BM blew through an M in the last fucking 14, 16 months, bro. Shit, part of the reason we got out where we at. Shit. But, I mean, yeah, dog. I feel that. I mean, shit, we ain't never. Neither one of us has ever made money like that before. We taking trips. You know, we was having fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Basically
so
what you just said.
yeah, I
You
mean,
don't come from it. I mean,
So,
once
yeah.
you
Yeah.
get it, it's
And the way I see it too, it's like, okay, let's say I lose all of it. I go back, like, that's fine. At least I got everything
back.
out of it already. Yeah, I'll get it back, one. But two, like, I got to live life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you never, people where I'm from have never gotten to live life. I follow girls from, like, where I'm from back then. They're still in the same spot.
yeah,
They're not doing nothing.
yeah, man. Tell me about it, bro.
about that. Like, I don't know if I'm taking over or
No,
if I'm asking.
my fault,
something.
bro.
I don't know.
No, you're
but,
good, you're good.
like, that was another thing I was gonna bring up. Like, what would you suggest to people to get out of that box? Because you don't really know it's more unless you see that it's more.
What box are you talking about?
Like the trap. Like you're growing up in a low income place. Let's say you don't really know it's more out there until you see it, or you see somebody who's doing more, or you
Well,
see
yeah.
a business on YouTube. What would you suggest for people to like get out of that mindset?
You can't be scared. Fear is what holds a lot of people back, right? But like in reality, what are you scared of? Like what's your worst fear, right? There's very few things to be scared of. One, your parents dying, your family dying, that's a fear. Losing loved ones, that's a real fear. Going broke, you're broke already. That shouldn't be a fear to you. I tell everyone that. Like they're like, I'm scared to invest money. I'm like, why, bro? You're broke already.
What do you got to lose?
What you got to lose? Exactly.
Right.
And like when you have nothing to lose and you're willing to just swing for the fucking fences.
But you,
That's how you
man,
win.
I mean, but shit, you got to get to that point mentally where you feel that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't give a fuck, bro, at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, dog, like whatever I had to do to learn, whatever I had to do to get there, bro. Like, it was one, for example, like I did so much fucking free work in the beginning, dog. You know what I'm saying? It was just one. This is how I learned about lookalike audiences, right? It was this one car dealership that used to let me fuck around with Facebook ads for them out, like in Adrian, right? And I'm gonna end up interviewing this guy because he was the first black dude I met who had a $10 million net worth. Used to, you know, nigga used to be big time back in the day selling.
You own the dealership?
I mean, he owns a lot of shit. I mean, to say the least. Big Don Lofton, shout out to you, dog. But at any rate, man, I used to walk, and like me and Chris, right? We was living in the same spot at the time. Chris's car broke down. He used to drive me everywhere, right? His car broke down, and this nigga used that as an excuse not to get up and go to the places we need to go to. You feel me? He stayed the fuck in the crib. Now, mind you, it's the wintertime. You feel me? In Michigan.
This is Michigan. Okay.
Right. I'm like, man, fuck that shit. Bro, I put my coat on, I bundle up with some hoodies, I rolled me up a blunt, and I walk 5 miles to that nigga shit every single day.
That's dedication.
Every
bro.
single day. What are you
dedication.
talking about? For 2 months straight until I figured out a way to get this man leads that he could turn into sales. And that was the foundation of me figuring out the first like Facebook strategy that scaled Tai from District 81 to his first $250,000. First person I ever took off in Detroit. But fuck yeah, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you
so-
can't give a fuck, bro.
So that right there,
Yeah.
most people will quit.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Most people will quit because here's the thing. Ultimately, it's just about how bad you want it. If you can get your spirit broken, you're never gonna get it. Someone could break your spirit. If like circumstances could break your spirit, you're never gonna be successful. Cause like that's why there's not that many people that are successful. Cause people get their spirit broken before they even get there. They fail once and they quit. You know, you gotta be relentless with this shit, bro. You gotta want it. Cause I've never had to do anything like that. I respect you for that. That's fucking gangster shit.
Man, peep this. So the year prior to that, like before, you know, I was playing my last year, right? And like this was my last straw of basketball,
Yeah.
right? I ended up getting into a car crash. I fucked my car up. My apartment was 5 miles away from the school. All right. We had workouts every single day. I have been waiting 2 years to play my senior year. I've been training with pros for 2 years to play this last year.
Yeah.
Right? We had workouts at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning every single day.
Yeah.
I rode my bike there every single day. And I was the first person in the gym training every single day during the summertime before every single workout, the entire summer from May to August, right? And then after that workout, I would bike another 2 miles down the street to the gym where we work out with the pros. Then I bike the whole 7 miles back to where the fuck I came from
Yeah.
every single day on top of working 2 jobs, right? On top of working 2 jobs. I bike so much that towards the end, like that when the school year started,
Mm-hmm.
I actually stripped the pedals from the bike.
That's crazy.
It fell off. So I got up earlier and I start fucking walking.
That's different, bro.
And I
That's
start
different.
fucking walking and I was still on time, still beating people there, bro.
That's
Like,
different, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what makes you different. That whatever that is, it separates you from everybody else, which is why you've been able to become successful.
I ain't all the way successful. Yeah, that's why I'm here.
I mean, bro, but if you're still doing what like that, if you still have that like that mindset,
Yeah.
right, that dog, you still have that dog in you where you're like, I need to get it.
Yeah.
It's you're gonna start lapping people. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit lazy. You know, I'm like sitting comfortable. I wake up, I see the ocean from my crib every day. I go downstairs, I make a coffee.
Yeah.
I'm real slow. Back then, I was like, wake up, like I'm to it. Gym, this, that. Like I was to it. Now I'm kind of like, I wake up, I like sit in my bed for a little bit. I drink some coffee. Like I'm real.
Yeah,
like
but you
relaxed.
fucking earned that though, bro.
True.
Got there, like, bro. Yeah, ain't nobody put you there.
Facts.
Fuck, bro. You did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think also like that me wanting it, I don't want it as bad as I used to because I have it now. You know, like the 100 million to me is not as important as the 1 million. Because that 1 million, I was like 50 Cent, get rich or die trying. I was like, I'm gonna get this shit. I'm gonna like if I don't get this shit, I'm gonna be living under a bridge. Like I tweeted that back in 2013. I'm like, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna stay under a bridge. And I said that, and like, I wanted it bad. Now I'm kind of like, yo, if I make $100 million, that's cool. But at the same time, like, I got a great life. You know,
Yeah.
I got nothing to complain about.
I feel that, bro. But you only 26.
True.
I mean, shit. Like I think I seen this meme where Tai Lopez said some shit. Most people wasn't making their first million till they hit 50.
Yeah, facts. It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, yeah, people don't realize like time is more important than anything else. You got to make it young, because then how else are you gonna enjoy your money? You want to be 50 in a Ferrari?
Yeah.
No.
Right?
Yeah, like nobody wants to do that.
Probably don't even want it anymore.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being in a Ferrari at 50, but this it's cause like, you know what I'm saying, niggas been had it. You feel me? Or
Yeah.
It's just cause like, you know, it's whatever.
Yeah,
You know?
it's not as like fun though, because like even me, I used to have like a BMW i8.
Yeah.
That's that BMW with the doors.
Yeah.
Got rid of all my cars. I used to have like 3 cars. Got rid of all of them. I don't,
Right.
cause like I don't like that stuff doesn't like make me happy anymore. You know, I'm living a very like. Cause and also I didn't get it for me. I didn't get it because I wanted it. I got it because I was like, I'm gonna get bitches in this car. Bitches gonna see the doors come up and then be like, oh, who that? That's a baller.
Yeah.
You know. But like now it's like I don't care.
All right, fuck it.
Yeah, I don't
want
care.
to say nothing, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I don't care anymore. I'm kind of like it is what it is. And I don't drive. Like I had it, and I didn't drive that much. I was paying like $2,000 a month for a car I didn't drive. So
Yeah.
it was pointless, bro. Yeah.
What would you? Because you're big on like the 100 M's now. That's the mindset.
That's the goal right now. I'm 100 M's.
For somebody even thinking that way, like, what is the path for 100 M's? Like, just your perspective. Obviously, you're focusing on scaling brands.
Yeah.
Is that the way? Like the
So
mentality for
I mean, there's different ways to 100 M's. Obviously,
Of course.
there's a lot of different
Of course.
paths to 100 M's. This is the way I see it, right? Like
Or what would you suggest?
when you're going for 100 M's, and I took a look at all this. This is like a master plan that I really thought about. I'm not just saying it. Motherfuckers will say 100 M's. What's your plan? I don't got one. It's like,
Right.
find a plan. When I look at 100 M's, best ways to get there is through tech or like building a brand, right? I'm not nerdy enough for tech, bro. I look into tech, I'm like, I be getting lost. It'd be in one ear, out the other. When they start talking about tech and like metaverse, NFT, futuristic shit, I'm kind of like, call me old school, but you're losing me a little bit. I understand it, but I'm not like cutting edge. Like I'm not gonna design the fucking metaverse.
Yeah.
You know, that's not my personality.
I feel you.
So the only thing left for me was like a brand, like a physical product. So I'm looking at physical products. What physical products have the highest? When you sell a company, it's like based off the EBITDA multiplier, which is the multiplier on whatever your company does in revenue. So let's say a company has 1 multiplier. If your company does $2 million, you could sell the company for $2 million. So I'm looking at like these multipliers on different types of companies: physical product, beauty, fashion. Like I'm looking at all of these. The highest multiplier for like physical products, supplements. Supplements for like a couple of different reasons. One, supplements, when your customers buy them, they have to buy it again the next month
Yes.
because they take them, right? They take if you're selling like vitamin D pills or like vitamin pills, multivitamins, when they take the vitamins, they have to get more the next month. So that means you have a customer that's gonna keep buying your shit.
Exactly. So are you like, do you have a subscription set up?
Yeah. So they could buy it one time, or they could buy it where it refills every single month. Another great reason that supplements is good, and like these are key important. This is like real high level business stuff. This is key important for any business. Margins are high. Whereas like these headphones, right? It might cost $10 to make them. You might sell them for $25.
Right.
Solid, whatever. Supplements, you can get a bottle for like, if you have your manufacturing on lock, on point, you can get a bottle for $5, sell it for $60. It's fucking stupid. So now imagine that. You have subscriptions, stupid high margins. Your multiplier is like crazy high. So like when I looked at it, it was like 4 or 5. So if this company is worth $1 million already, it's been a year. If I can get the company to do $20 million in revenue in a year, obviously not an easy task, but if I can get a company to do $20 million in revenue, I'll sell that bitch for $100 million. Yeah.
That's smart. That's smart as fuck.
That's the master plan.
I'm definitely like once we get out of here, I'm gonna ask you some questions because I mean I'm gonna ask you some questions because I'm gonna once we get off of this.
I mean, we're gonna play basketball after and
Yeah,
a
for
little
sure.
bit. So
Wish you could hoop.
Wish I could.
you can hoop.
I can get by. I'm not.
Man, the way he said it scared me a little bit. So I can get by.
Yeah, he got some size though.
I'm not a
Yeah.
hooper.
He got some athleticism. He a dunk shit.
Okay.
Little
Yeah.
But boy got 2 left feet for real.
Corey be Corey be carrying us whenever we play, man. This dude's nice. He's like, but now it makes sense. Like when he tells me his backstory, I'm like, well, that's why you're so fucking good.
No, bro, like you don't even understand. Like the guys that I played behind were fucking animals, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like seriously.
So and that's the thing. I play against some like comp. Like I feel like I'm pretty good. My trainer, like my business partner also, Dribble Too Much. Shout out Dribble Too Much.
Oh, yeah.
You know who that
I
is?
know.
It's my guy. It's
You
my
know,
boy. He
it's
trains
so,
me.
It's
He
so
put me on game. He's fucking good. So when I play someone like that, I'm like, you're fucking
Yeah.
good. And he trains NBA players. Chris Paul, DeMar DeRozan, they're having fucking seasons.
I will
you know?
give Dribble Too Much some buckets, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. You nice.
No,
but
like I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna lock him up because he got handles. I'm saying he's not gonna stop me from scoring.
we'll send him a message right now. I'm gonna tell him.
No, you can tell him that shit.
No, if you're ever in LA, you can come to LA. We play in LA, but it's so funny. Like, so whenever I play in LA, we were at the gym one time, and like he was like we were having a session. He was training me, and right after like some kid, he was like a high school All-American. I don't know, he was a good kid, and I gave him buckets. Right, so I'm like, oh, I feel good, and that's why whenever I like play basketball, I always feel like it doesn't matter who's in front of me. I played against some good people. I'm gonna work you. Corey is a different level. He's nice, bro. He's nice. Like he's not just like he's like actually good.
But I ain't shit compared to listen, person who taught me like just the hardest working person I ever met. His name is Kyle Vinales.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, he the one who taught me to train 3 times a day to be a pro.
Yeah.
Right. He is the only. He's part of the reason I stopped fucking playing basketball until quiet as kept. Because I mean, he's the only person I met who who has 6 figures stacked up from his career. Minimum.
Crazy.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Minimum. Because pro basketball players, if you ain't making it to the NBA, these niggas be fucking their money off, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't make it to the Euro League, bro, like where they paying 6 figures, or you make it up to these good leagues, you really hoeing yourself. I don't give a fuck
Facts.
who's watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Honestly. And so he actually led the NCAA in scoring back in 2012 over Anthony Davis, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Crazy.
He averaged more points than C.J. McCollum.
Okay.
He's the best guard I personally know.
Yeah.
Who's not in the NBA. His work ethic is ridiculous. And I always felt like I said 3
Was he
times.
cooking you?
He's the only person. He's the only person.
I just want to hear him say it.
He's the only person who has consistently fried me in and out for years. I couldn't do shit. Only other person who fried me was Johnny, my nigga Johnny. But like I be fucking him up too, and I'll lock him from possession to possession. But like Kyle, I just cannot fuck with
Yeah.
at all.
There's levels to that shit, bro. Like same thing. I be playing solid defense.
Yeah.
When I play against Dribble Too Much, bro, he be dusting me. There's a couple videos on his Instagram where he just like be spinning me around and I look like an idiot. And I've never seen it before too, because like he's not crazy athletic. He's not like Corey, you're more athletic than him. Like he's not like he's just so fundamentally sound, and he has such a good understanding of the game. He knows if my foot steps this way, He's taking me. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's taking me. So it's like, it's crazy when I play against like someone at that level because I'm like, yo, there's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
There's so many, but that's everything.
Yeah, man.
Everything.
But shit, I don't really know. I mean, I think we covered.
Yeah, I mean, we went for like an hour and a half, bro. We went for
I mean,
a minute.
Yeah, I mean, because like, look, my homie was shit. He ended up telling me the Airbnb dude. He was supposed to come in, but shit, he told me he had to catch a flight down to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like last minute, trying to close on some shit. So
we'll figure it out, bro. We can do. This is fun. This is one of those where it doesn't feel like an interview. It feels like we're just chopping it up.
yeah, I mean, bro, and that's what I want all my.
Because I don't think we've had a conversation like this. We hoop, but it's always very just like shallow. Like, yo, so you like.
Yeah,
getting buckets. You know, it's never like we never have a conversation. I didn't get to know Corey as a person until today. So
man, bro, like I knew you'd be cool because I mean, like from your event, you was genuine as fuck. You know what
Appreciate
I'm saying?
you, bro.
And I mean, like, and then, bro, like that event, bro, like shout out to you for like throwing that shit because
Thank
I
you,
mean,
man.
like, bro, like that inspired me to move to Miami and just to, bro, give you an idea of all the people that was in this room. Like Kenzo, this motherfucker's a baller, bro.
yeah,
This dude named Zay, I had no idea who the fuck
Zane.
this guy was. Yeah,
I mean
Zane.
like $100 million.
You hear me?
Yeah,
You feel me?
my boy. These are my boys.
You got Van speaking there. You know, he got an 8-figure agency. Sam Jacobs invited me to that because I was originally one of his students in his mastermind.
Word. Okay.
And that's where me and Carlos end up locking in
right.
our partnership at. Me and Jordan sat at the same table. At the time, this nigga might have had 15, 20,000 subscribers
Yeah, he wasn't
on
yeah,
YouTube.
I remember.
He wasn't even going hard with it. He had just started like, yeah, bro. Like I'm doing YouTube ads for my brand. We're doing 200 grand. Just go check my shit out on YouTube, bro.
Jordan
He was
killing it now.
super humble with it, bro. Now
Yeah.
at 300K. Like these is, bro, another kid that was in that room. Like he did shit for solar. He ended up making 50 grand off a Facebook lead ad, and it cost $5 to get
It's
that
my boy
lead.
Luke. Yeah, that's one of my students. That's like my top student.
See,
Yeah.
all of these people are in one room.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like there's a powerful room.
It was
In my opinion, everybody's under 30, 25, damn near.
killing it.
Like making millions. This is millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
When was that?
this was last year around this time.
Last year around this time. Through an event.
After, man, I walked out of there and then everybody said that they had moved. Like you said you had moved to Miami. Zane said he moved to Miami.
Yeah.
Van said he moved to Miami, right? Yeah, Jordan. I'm sitting with Jordan. He said he just moved to Miami. So I'm like, bro, where the fuck are you guys moved to? He said
Yeah.
Brickell. I'm like, all right.
Right.
That's funny.
Let me move here.
2 months later, we're here.
No,
What
that's
went into throwing that event?
15 grand. That was it. I had a girl working for me at the time, and she was real organized. Yeah, so she called the people. She was just telling me, I was like, listen, I don't want to think about it. I got shit to do. Make it happen. Tell me how much it is. I will pay it, and we'll be good to go. I gave her the Amex. I was like, here, put it on the Amex.
That's funny.
She handled it, so
That's lit.
it was cool. But yeah, bro, this is dope. I enjoy this conversation. We should do. I'm down to pop. I live like right here, so I'm down to like pop out.
All right, well, shit, bro. I'm gonna have more of these. Like I said, I want to have my big homie Rook on here, like,
Yeah.
and have because I know like he gonna ask some questions that a lot of the city for sure gonna want to know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna have a different perspective with shit. So
Olive, bro. I love talking about this.
yeah,
Love talking about this.
Shit.
This is like what's fun. Like the entrepreneur stuff is cool, but like being able to share stories, talk about like where you came from, because that's near and dear to everybody's heart.
yeah,
You know, your fucking thing is Detroit revenue, bro. You got Detroit on your shirt right now.
yeah.
You know, if my shit was cooler, if the city I'm from was like cooler, I would just have it on everything. Like I could rep LA, but it's not LA like that. You know.
Man, Detroit is a gritty place, dog. Like for someone like myself to make the amount of money that I've made, and compared to you and all the other guys I mentioned, I'm fucking broke. But shit, like compared to the average nigga in Detroit, I'm
that's
balling. Right. Yeah. I mean, shit, even with you, like, dog, like, bro, like you came out here because you got content. Yeah. I mean, he from the east side of Detroit too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
I mean, shit. So, I mean, shit, when he, I met him out here, I mean, shit.
That's too
I'm,
comfortable.
yeah, I mean,
Bro, even making like 6 figures, you're a boss coming from.
That's the goal for everybody.
bro, 20 grand a month, you balling in Detroit.
Yeah, that's the goal
But
for everybody.
it's easy to get content at that number there. Because
20 grand
it's
a
not
month, you're
like-
balling like where I came from too.
Yeah.
It's a place called West Covina. It's like a suburb in LA. So it's in LA County, but it's like 20 minutes out of the city.
But man, fuck that shit. Cause I come down here, I feel like I'm not doing enough. Cause
Yeah.
I mean,
you're just around people that are like fucking.
I love that.
Yeah, you're just around people that are like making so much money here, bro.
Yeah.
Because I feel the same way. I see my friends, I'm like, fuck, y'all are crazy.
I mean, and it's the same mentality I took with basketball. I really sucked at basketball for real, like all the way up until college. I was always athletic as fuck. I could always dunk on people. I could always block shots. But it wasn't until I got around the top players in my area, that's when I started to grow. Like when I got around guys like Chris Fowler, who's arguably the best player ever at Central Michigan. When I got around guys like Calvin Yalas, I'm guarding guys like Jordan Crawford. He dunked on LeBron back in the day.
Crazy.
And like, he one of the coldest guards out of Detroit, played in the NBA, averaged like 15 for a career. When I got around these type of guys and I'm seeing how they train, how they go about their day, how they eat, that's when I started to develop as a player. So I feel like it's the same shit, like with this entrepreneur shit. If you wanna get to the top, bro, like you gotta be around motherfuckers that's doing it.
Facts.
You gotta be around niggas who's putting up numbers.
Only
feel
way
me?
you get better is by playing with people that are better than you.
Yeah, amen.
Business, life, fucking basketball, everything, bro.
Yeah, so it all comes full circle. Well, shit, I don't really got shit else to talk
Yeah,
about.
this is fire.
Yeah, so appreciate you. Yeah, so I guess that's that.
Oh yeah, that was.
This
My
is
boy.
this is good, bro. I like this. This is fire.
Yeah.
We gotta tell the dude though to start recording. But this was legit, bro.